When you start to have an African-centered school, one of the first things we encountered was trying to create a language arts program, making sure you had a reading program. What is African-centered education? You know, we really did not know. We were just starting a school for African-American kids. So that was interesting, trying to learn what did this mean. At the time we had the no bookstore down the street, and so we had already developed a relationship with Bruce Bridges, who owned that store, and I was buying books from another African American bookstore owner, and so we had a lot of material. But how do you create synergy between this information and create a curriculum out of it? And so we really didn't have anyone here to create this with us or tell us do A, B, C, D, nothing like that. So we kind of started reading everything. We read Sheikh Anta Diop, we read Chancellor Williams, we read Malefi Asante, we read John Henry Clark, we read Karenga, we read, oh my goodness, so many, Drusilla, we read everybody. I mean, I had tons and tons of books that and Amos Wilson. Amos Wilson's Awakening the Natural Genius of Black Children was critical, because that's where we started seeing the need to do this with our 3-year-olds and what we needed to do to enhance and broaden their intellectual ability. I called the guy, I think it was Malcolm X Academy out in California, and he was like, okay, well, are you ready to be the janitor? Are you ready to be the nurse? Are you ready to be the teacher and the principal and the administrator and the secretary and the doctor and the, all that? He said, because if you're not ready to do all of that, don't even open. I was like, okay. But he was like, it's intense. He said, you're going to have to do everything. And we were like, well, we're ready. We're going to do it. And that was 1996, 1997, 1998. We were, we just sucked up information. We went to workshops. We went to a CB conference, a Council of Independent Black Institutions conference in South Carolina. We just did everything we could to get the information we needed. We bought curriculum, but a lot of it was we were creating our own curriculum, because while they had things, it wasn't like you could just pull a textbook off the shelf and say, okay, here's your language arts program. We literally had to create everything. And I would say it was well worth it.
Beautiful.